Give me a rookie that you're most concerned with if you had to be concerned with one, and it's very early. This is a low concern level.
I only have one. I'm not gonna go like I'm not gonna pick the like low hanging fruit, so to speak, and say the injuries with Collins because I agree with Maj. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think they're playing it cautious.
No.
What I will say is I'm excited about Stout, but my concern is also with Stout because of his size.
Yeah.
He has to be a damn good blitzer and he has to be good in man coverage. If he's not, that's my concern. I hope he is.
Also, you got to be a really good run defender in the slot too, and it seems like he is. But so far, he was in college.
I think he is. Yeah, I think he'll be fine there. My concern is the blitz and man coverage.
I'm really concerned with Curtis Roke taking Brock Purdy's job. That's no, I agree with Nick. I don't think you could put like I would say Alfred Collins, but I still think that they're just being very cautious with it. I think if I had to pick a rookie that I'm most concerned with, it has to be Upton Stout just because of his size.
Mm-hmm. I'm intrigued by Curtis Rourke because I feel like when he finally comes back and can play, I think of him as a mobile quarterback. I don't know. Am I wrong?
Well, yeah,
because I think of him as being much more
mobile
than Mac.
Where did he go before? Ohio State,
which is in the MAC, along with like Ben Roethlisberger played in the MAC for 4 years at Miami of Ohio. So I'm actually intrigued by Curtis Rourke. Like Tanner Mordecai is mobile, but he's kind of small, like Brock, or smaller. Oh, great golfer apparently. Mac Jones, bigger but not really mobile. Rourke's got size. He's got a little mobility. I'm interested in him. I want to see what he does.
And also the mobility we saw last year was with him with the torn ACL. So like he is more mobile than that on top.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's intriguing. I guess the other rookie I'd add with the concern is James, the running back, Jordan James. I'm concerned with his tempo. I know he kind of plays at one speed, and that's what concerns me because NFL backs, it's really hard to play at one speed. Like Jordan Mason could do it, but I've also never seen somebody run as hard. And Jordan Mason ran so hard, and his vision was like utterly impressive. So that's the one thing that worries me about Jordan James is his tempo. Like I don't know if he has enough tempo to get in and out of cuts. I don't know.
I completely agree with you. I'm watching him, and he runs really hard, but he really reminds me of a much smaller version of Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason could run like that, but he was overwhelming. The guys I'm concerned with are the defensive linemen, just because they were drafted to start. I mean, they're being treated like veterans. And Alfred Collins, he didn't play in the wide nine in college. They're asking him to learn new techniques, and he was like a read and react. They call him a frog stance guy. Now they're going to try to put him in like a 3 or 4 point stance and get him to fire off the ball. They got to teach him how to do that. And if they don't if he's hurt at the beginning of training camp, I don't see how he starts week 1. And then Mykel Williams, I guess I'm just concerned with him because, like, is he going to be hurt? Is he going to be one of these guys who's hurt most of the time but can play through it, but is never quite at his full capacity? Because I don't know. I mean, he's 20 years old, so it's hard to say what he is, but hurt again, it's too bad.
I get the vibe Mykel's like Fred. Like they're kind of both superhuman. Like they can play and still be all pros with a hurt ankle. But also Fred hasn't really been hurt that much, And it was one season. Same with Mykel. Mykel hasn't
like that too.
It was that one season with the ankle. And same with Collins. Like Collins, Texas does not rotate their guys. They play their best guys. Alfred Collins was playing like so many snaps every single game.
Never got injured.
90%. He had a problem with injury. That's why I'm not really worried about either of those guys. But
Alfred never got injured in college.
They do need to start. And for Collins, it is something he's not used to playing the wide nine. I think Mykel's kind of a unicorn. It doesn't really matter what defense you put him in. He's going to be good.
He's played so many techniques. He had pro coaching in college.
Yeah, and he's asked to do so much at Georgia. So I don't know. I'm not really worried.
I do like, we've talked about it for months, but I really do like the strategy of bringing in bigger defensive linemen, because part of the reason the Niners defense sucked so much last year was that they gave up 24 rushing touchdowns. That sucks. I remember in 2011 when Fangio first got here, I think they gave up 2. You want to cut down the points. Don't let them run right through you in the red zone. And now it's going to be a lot harder to run through a defense that has Alfred Collins, CJ West, Mykel Williams. Last year it was Swiss freaking cheese by the 5-yard line. That should work. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, and download the app now. Yeah,
I know. We need to get back to like Harbaugh days defense. Like that's what this defense is starting to remind me of. You know what I mean? You got Willis Bowman, you got Smith, like both the Smiths. Like That defense was massive.
I'd like to see Saleh have a 5-man front that he can go to with, a 50, like CJ West at nose tackle, Alfred Collins, and Jordan Elliott. Something like, I don't know how he would do it, but there's got to be a big 5-man front that he can use against if he's facing. I mean, the Cardinals averaged 5.3 yards per carry last year. Like, they're going to run the shit out of the ball. Kyler Murray's going to do that this year, and so is James Conner. There needs to be some fronts to account for that. I think he'll have him. Saleh knows what he's doing.
I think we're just more so asking for like not even specifically a 5-man front. Like, we just want more creativity. Yep, like, that's what I want. I just want more creativity. It's been dead in the water the last like 3 years.
Because it seemed like the last two coaches were like, okay, what did D'Amico do? What did D'Amico do? It's like Saleh's not going to think that way. This is his thing, so he can be as creative and take as many licenses with as he wants.
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah, and he has better pieces than he had on the Jets to be more creative.
Like, way better.
Obviously, he had Sauce, but outside of Sauce, like every other piece, in my opinion, is better. So there's just more room for creativity.
You know who Lenore reminds me of? DJ Reed. I feel like those two are similar.
They're similar. I think
similar. But
Lenore is more skinny and lengthy, but still hits hard. Where Reed, it's like short and stout. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but he's very like Reed's kind of built like me. Like, like I'm like 5'8", but like really like built out, or like that's kind of what Reed is.
Where did DJ Reed go again? Where did he go? Where did he sign?
Texas.
He went to a team.
I think Tennessee
or the Texans.
Titans? No way.
No, Lions.
Yeah, that's right.